Now let's take a look at the certification levels. So we got foundation, which is the basic level, and then we got practitioner, that would be some advanced level. Foundation is meant for somebody who is working as a member in the project management team, right? Could be like team members, aspiring project managers, business analysts, scrum master. There could be other roles also. But if you're a practicing project manager, then the target should be practitioner, right? And this is the entry level certification, of course. And this certification focuses on just the fundamentals of the framework. So what is questioned in the foundation is the terms, definitions, and what overall understanding of the Prince2 framework you possess. That's what they check. And the questions here would pertain to, if I were to map them to the Bloom's taxonomy level, they would pertain to the lower levels, level 1 and level 2 of the Bloom's level, which is remember and understand. That's what is essentially checked. While coming to the practitioner, which is the advanced level, here what they check is practical application, analytical thinking, right? The ability to adapt Prince2, tailor it realistically, to complex scenarios. So the exam pattern is very different. So the focus of the exam here we don't have questions on definitions, no. Instead, it's all about how well do you apply Prince2 to a given scenario, which is a real world situation. That's what is being tested. And the questions here would pertain to Bloom's taxonomy levels 3, 4, and 5, higher levels, which is apply, analyze, evaluate. This kind of questions is what the practitioner exam covers. And as I said already, it's if you're a practicing project manager, then the target for you should be the practitioner level. And it's like this: foundation gives the knowledge, practitioner gives the capability, and organizations prefer candidates who complete both the levels, because that way we understand, we have the knowledge, and we also know how to practically apply it. So these being the levels, and take a look at the exam structure. So here the foundation exam is 1 hour exam, 60 minutes, and we got multiple choice format questions here, 60 of them, and the pass mark is 60%. So that's 36 out of 60 one must score to be awarded a pass in the exam, right? And the exam format is closed book exam. You cannot refer to any materials, and is straightforward multiple choice questions, which as I said, is designed to test your understanding of Prince2 terminologies, principles, practices, processes. So question mostly revolved around recall, okay, and comprehension rather than complex scenarios. So that's the pattern of foundation exam. And you might be interested here, what's the passing percentage of that? And I tell you, in my own experience, ever since I'm training since 2010. So nobody who sat through my training has ever failed foundation exam. So the pass rate for this remains 100%. So because foundation is pretty straightforward. So anybody who attends a training sincerely will be able to get through the exam. Okay, that's on the foundation pattern. Coming to the practitioner exam pattern, here it's a 2.5 hour exam, 150 minutes, and it's scenario based. As I said, here the questions are all relating to how do you apply Prince2 in a given scenario, rather than straightforward recall, understand kind of questions. Those are not there. So there'll be a scenario booklet which talks about a particular project scenario, and all 70 questions, by the way, there'll be 70 questions in the exam. They're all referring to that scenario, checking application. I'll just do one thing. I'll just quickly show you, how does that scenario look like. Here you go. Okay, so this is the scenario booklet. This is the mock exam paper. Yeah. Okay, so here the scenario begins. So the project is named Some Now Be You, is a non-profit organization that works with local communities to eliminate discrimination of any kind. I don't read it. It's just some kind of a scenario provided. And here, this is broadly the high-level scope of the project that's depicted. The project has been organized into stages that's provided, you see. So that's the scenario. This is the first page. The scenario could be a page or at times a couple of pages also. This one happens to be one page. And then there is additional information. This is an extension of the scenario, of the main scenario. So this is to be useful for answering certain questions, not for all questions. So point to be noted, the main scenario, I would call the first page as the main scenario. This is by default applicable to every question, all the 70 questions by default, while the additional information would apply to certain questions only. That's clearly marked in the question paper. The question paper would clearly state that please use the additional information provided in the scenario booklet to answer the below questions. Only when you would use that. So in this example, we have some roles that have been described. Okay, there'll be questions on this. Very well. So that's a scenario booklet, and all questions would be in a separate booklet. That's the question booklet, let's say. Right? There are instructions, as I told you, the same thing, and the 70 questions are out here. I just wanted to show you. And okay, let's understand when I say scenario based, let's read one or two questions to understand why did I say scenario based. So it says the project is in the starting up a process. Yep. The chair of the user group has advised that not everyone in the groups affected by discrimination will have access to digital media, so that all homeless people know how to report discriminatory incidents. The contracted project manager has recommended that non-digital methods of communication also be included as part of the project. And there's a question, which principle is applied? But the point I was making is, look, it has a reference to the scenario. Likewise, every question would have such a reference to the scenario. These are not independent isolation questions checking memory. Okay, just to provide you an idea of what I meant as scenario. So coming back, so 2.5 hours, all scenario-based questions and open book format. So please note the practitioner exam is open book. Practitioner was closed. The only book we can open is the official Prince2 manual. That's the only reference material that's allowed. And the pass mark here again is 60%. So that would mean you got to score a 42 out of 70 to be awarded a pass. So that's the format of the practitioner exam. And here, if you ask me the success rate, I'll be honest, it's not 100% here, but very clearly 95% plus has been the success rate, okay, in practitioner exams, which is definitely quite encouraging.